Hi everybody, it's me. I have been avoiding doing these confessionals, I guess. I don't know what to put it anymore. Because we're kind of at a part where I've always held on to my story pretty tightly. So this is going to take a lot for me to share. The few people I've ever told this part of my life to, I looked at them all and said this was my baggage, and I didn't think anyone else needed to hold it. I gotta quit saying that. It actually makes me upset every time I think about it. I've never been much for an open person, y'all. I've never been much for telling people what I had to go through to make me who I am, because I didn't think that it was that important. I didn't think what created me was as important as being me. I still don't think it's that important. I just think that some things need to be said so people can know that they're not alone, that they can get through it, that they can make it, and that nothing defines who you are. As I continue telling my story, I want y'all to know that I'm never ashamed of anything I've ever had to go through. It made me me. I'm not proud of my life. I'm proud of my life now. But I'm not ashamed of what I had to walk through in order to become this individual. And I think it's kind of a needed thing to tell other people, that you can go through hell and come out still singing hallelujah, because I did. So yeah, give me a second. It's just really weird for me to talk about. So I was 12 and we lived in Vegas. We've been there for about a year, or right at. I honestly don't know. My brother was better with dates, where we were and how long we were there. Me, it always just felt like the next stop to the next place, so I never really calculated how long we were there, because it always was just the next stop to the next place. But when we were 12, my mom got arrested. Not for drugs or anything crazy like that, y'all. It's just, she got arrested for trusting the wrong people, and was charged with some serious charges, and she beat them, but it took about 6.5 weeks of us living under another family member's care before my mom got it all straightened back out and we were back in her custody again. So this was around Easter, this is why I do these Easter things, and this huge stuff that I do around Easter is because I'm trying so hard not to think about the shit I had to go through. I want so hard to be happy for this holiday for my kids. For those around me that deserve to see that you're not broken even when you're bent a little bit. That hope can still exist in tragedy. So I go big or I go home every year for Easter. Because it's either locked in a room and avoiding everybody, or so amazingly crazy that the whole world sees it. Which is why this is my 4th annual Easter party for the city of Alexandria, because I like to go big. Sitting in my room crying isn't healthy for my kids. It's not healthy for me, but it's really not healthy for them to see their mom like that. So I avoid that, and I go big, and I surround myself in so much hope that I can't find the fear anymore. I make myself so happy that pain can't touch me this time of year. But it always finds a way to leak in. It haunts my sleep. I can't dream and not see this stuff. I can't just not feel it. But I can find a way to fight it. I can pull through it every time. I'm sorry, y'all. I really don't like crying. I really don't like doing this, but I've been holding this baggage for a long time. And I don't want y'all to hold it for me. I don't want no one to go find the individuals in the story. I don't want none of that. I just want someone to know that you can go through hell and be okay. That these stories don't define you. They build your character. They make you a stronger, more powerful, more determined individual than you ever thought you could be. Because if you can make it through that, honey, you can make it through anything. I'm living proof. This is one of my stories. I have like 3 of them that really hurt to tell. And this is the first one. This is the first time I've ever told it outside of a therapy or my best friend who knew everything before she died. But, okay. So my mom wasn't big on holidays growing up. I don't know if I mentioned that yet or not. But we didn't really do Easter or Christmas, Valentine's Day, any of those normal holidays that kids go crazy for. We didn't really get all that when we were growing up. My mom just didn't believe in the commercialized holidays. I'm not mad about it. I just wanted y'all to understand why this was so hard to deal with. I mean, it would have been hard either way. But this was the first time I got to celebrate Easter like a normal kid. Sorry, I'll just give you I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. So, anyway, like I said, my mom was in jail. We were staying with a family member. And I didn't know it. I didn't know it at the time, but they owed somebody a lot of money. So I got to go stay at a friend's house for Easter because my family member owed their uncle a lot of money. And the first couple of hours were really great. We got eggs. That was really cool. I got to use that crayon thing that you don't see until you put the dye on it. It's so cool. And we ran around. We just acted like kids. We had a great time. That first day was great. Okay. And then we all laid down in the living room and had a slumber party. I don't remember what movie we watched. It was some animated movie. I just remember laying down, going to sleep, and being the happiest I'd been in a long time, because this was the first time I'd ever celebrated Easter, and it was so cool, y'all. I don't know why it was so awesome, but it was, I guess, because I never really got to do that stuff, and it was just so cool. So then, sometime in the middle of the night, he came in and he tapped me on my shoulder. And he told me to follow him. And I did. I followed him to his room. I was a kid. I followed him into his room. And I spent the next 3 days chained up in his closet. I will tell y'all that the things that I endured, no child my age should ever go through. I can tell y'all that it broke something in me so hard that I have never recovered. Easter haunts me now. It's not a happy holiday. It was the worst weekend of my life. And it takes a lot to get through it. They told my friends I went home. I could hear them playing in the other room. I could hear them asking about me. And I couldn't do it. When he finally let me go, he told me to tell my family member that they were settled on their payment. That's how I found out I was a payment for a fucking debt. They sold me on Easter for their fucking debt. You tell me how much money is worth. Because at one time it was worth my innocence. They sold me. They gave me to this man to do these things to me. They didn't care. They didn't care that it would take half me. They didn't care that it would hurt me and haunt me. That I would take years of therapy to get over this, and I'm still not over it. And I went home and I washed my skin until I bled. My brother broke open the bathroom door because I wouldn't open it. And when he came in the bathroom, I was covered in blood. I scratched my skin until it bled. I wanted to get that feeling off of me so bad. I just kept rubbing until it would go away, and it wouldn't go away. I quit having friends after that. I quit talking to people. I didn't ever want to feel that again. I became very angry very quick. They sold me. On what should have been the most magical weekend of my life, hiding eggs with my friends and experiencing what every normal kid gets to experience. These fucking people turned it into the worst tragedy. No. One of the worst tragedies I've ever had to live through. Believe it or not, I got a few stories that are worse than that one. But maybe y'all can understand now a little bit why it is I'm so crazy. I've went through hell and it cracked me. I'm not broken, but I'm not okay. Doesn't make me bad. Just makes me broken. And I lived. Like riding in a Subaru. I lived. Sorry, y'all. Humor is my defense. That's how I make everything okay. I make a joke out of it. It makes it less painful, I guess. It's been my defense for a long time. But, I won't. I'm Sorry, I don't like telling people that. And I won't give y'all details because that wasn't important. Knowing that I was there for 3 days is important. Knowing that I survived, that's important. Knowing that I am psychologically screwed but not broken is important. But what I endured at that man's hands was